a beautiful day. Just try to wake up early morning, and what you will do first few hours of your day is going to affect in your whole day. When you will start your day with positive energy, and this help you to make whole day beautiful and productive. And spend few hours with yourself and do yoga. I especially like to spend morning with my roof's flower gardens, because in early morning when you will see new flower, it will give you some productive energy. Because this time many people suffering shortage of oxygen. So try to spend every early morning in blue sky, because this time earth is full of fresh energy, and this time earth is like a purified child. Just spend this moment and then arrange your study room in beautiful way. Spend few hours with yourself and do something productive. Do meditation also, and be thankful to God for your great life. Today I will discuss about more thing about abstract algebra. In my earlier video I have discussed about conjugacy class, and today I will discuss the class equation of a finite group. At first recall the definition of conjugacy classes again. If G is a group and A be any element of G, then conjugacy class of A denoted as CA, and this is the set of those elements which are conjugate to A. And we all of us know group action. Consider G acts on itself by conjugation. Then Gx maps to Gx G inverse. And we all of us know also the orbit. The orbit of this action, this conjugation, are called conjugation class of G. That means the conjugacy class of A equal to set of all x in G such that x is equivalent to A, and the number of element in conjugacy class is denoted by C. That means actually the conjugacy relation is equivalent relation in a group G. And we all of us know, since the equivalent relation is either disjoint or identical, so two conjugacy classes are either disjoint or identical. And if order of G equal to n, then there are total n conjugacy classes, but there some classes may be same. And let class of A1, class of A2, class of AN are n different conjugacy class of G. Then class of A1 union class of A2 union up to class of AN equal to G. And we all of us know ZG. Now consider under this action X equal to union of all trivial orbit. That means this is equal to set of fixed point in G, which is equal to x in G such that Gx G inverse equal to x for all G in capital G. And from this line we can write as x in G such that Gx equal to xg for all G in capital G. By this expression, notice this is actually the center of a group ZG. This definition we all of us know, this is the definition of center. That means when there exists union of trivial orbit, then this will be the member of ZG. That means class equation for a finite group G equal to order of G equal to order of ZG plus summation A not equal to ZG such that order of G over order of NA, where A varies over all distinct conjugacy classes having more than one element, and this is the number of element conjugate to A. And the above expression is known as class equation of a finite group. Consider one example, Z4. We all of us know Z4 is abelian group, and since the group is abelian, that means each conjugacy class contain only one element. Therefore, The conjugacy class are 0 bar, 1 bar, 2 bar and 3 bar. Therefore, the class equation of Z4 is 4 equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1. Are you getting how we have to solve conjugacy class any abelian group? Well, now let's see what is the conjugacy class of Sn for n greater than 1. Any two cycles of same length are always conjugate. That means if sigma is conjugate to tau, when sigma and tau are same cycle type. That means the number of conjugacy classes of Sn is the number of cycle type of Sn. But the cycle type of a permutation group in Sn corresponds to partition of n. That means if we find the partition of Sn group, and we all of us know how we have to find the partition of Sn, then we can easily find the conjugacy class of Sn. Okay? As for example, what is the class equation of S3? We all of us know the partition of 3 are 1 plus 1 plus 1 and 1 plus 2 and 3. That means there exists 3 partition of 3. And we all of us know the structure of S3. There are 3 conjugacy class. One identity, other 1 2 1 3 2 3, all 2 cycle, and other 3 cycle, that means 1 2 3 and 1 3 2. Therefore, the class equation of S3 equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3, that means 6 equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. Similarly, we can find other class equation of any Sn group. We all of us know about the Pn group. A group of order Pn is called P group. We all of us know where P is a prime number. There exists a Nernst theorem. The center of a P group is always non-trivial. That means order of G equal to P to the power n, and we have to prove order of Zg greater than 1. We all of us know the class equation of any group. This is the class equation of any group. If A not be member of Zg, that imply order of Na not equal to the whole group G. That means order of Na not equal to Pn. And we all of us know Na means normalizer of A, always subgroup of G. So by Lagrange theorem, we can tell order of G divided by order of Na. That means that imply order of Na may be 1 P square Pq up to P to the power n minus 1. And 1 cannot possible because if A belongs to Na, if A only itself commute each other, but identity always commute every element. So identity always be the member of Na. So order of Na always will be greater than equal to 2. So here 1 cannot be possible. That means order of Na equal to P to the power alpha, where alpha belongs to 1 to up to n minus 1. Okay? We all of us know this is the class equation. Here the order of the group equal to P to the power n. This is order of Zg, and put the value here P to the power n over P to the power alpha. By calculating, the value would be P to the power n minus alpha. Okay, where n minus alpha greater than equal to 1. That means these are all power of P. That means this is equal to P to the power alpha 1, P to the power alpha 2, so on. Where alpha is greater than 0. That means this is the any power of P. Which is, let's consider this is P times K, where K not equal to 0. After calculating, this is equal to P to the power n minus P times K, which is equal to order of Zg. After simplifying, this would be P times P to the power n minus 1 minus K equal to order of Zg. Since this is the power of prime P, so order of Zg must be greater than 1. Okay. As for example, consider a finite group of order p square. Any group of order p square always will be abelian group. Here notice order of G equal to p square. Since here the group of order p to the power n type, so we all of us know order of Zg always would be greater than 1. Since here the order of group is p square, that means order of Zg always would be either greater than p or order of Zg equal to p. Okay. If G is a non-abelian group, that means there exists A belongs to G which does not belongs to Zg. We all of us know if a group is non-abelian, then order of Zg less than order of Na less than order of G. Here the possibility of Na 1 p square. We all of us know this is subgroup, that means this divide the order of G. Since this is less than order of G, so p square cannot possible because p square be the order of the group. And notice order of Zg always will be greater than equal to p. That means order of Na p cannot possible and 1 also not possible. That means always order of Zg will be p square. So, and for this G always will be G is abelian. Okay. That means any group of order p square always will be abelian. Are you getting? Well. Now consider other example. G be a finite group of order p cube. Here order of G equal to p cube. Since order of group is like p to the power n, so order of Zg always would be greater than 1. And we all of us know if a group is non-abelian, then there exists A belongs to G. That implies A does not belongs to Zg. And since the group is non-abelian, so order of Zg always would be less than order of Na, which is also less than order of G. We all of us know this. So possibility of order of Na is either 1 or p square or p cube. P cube cannot possible because this is the order of the group. This is always less than order of group. And 1 also not possible because order of Zg greater than 1 and order of Na always greater than order of Zg. So only possibility p and p square. And since order of Zg always greater than 1, that means if you choose p, then order of Zg cannot possible. So only possibility is p square. Then order of Zg would be p. That means if G is non-abelian group of order p cube, then order of Zg always will be p. Let's see one example. Q8 group. We all of us know this is a non-abelian group. And here Zg equal to always set of elements 1 and minus 1. Check it. That means order of Zg equal to 2. And normalizer of I equal to, just check, this would be 1 minus 1 I minus 1 I. Similarly, normalizer of j equal to set containing the elements 1 minus 1 j minus j. And normalizer of k equal to set containing the elements 1 minus 1 k minus k. Here order of ni equal to 4, order of nj equal to also 4, and order of nk equal to also 4. We all of us know class equation equal to order of Zg plus summation a naught equal to Zg, order of G over order of Na. Okay, and this is, since order of Zg equal to 2, that means this is equal to 1 plus 1, and after dividing, this would be order of G divided by order of Na. When this is I, then this would be 2. When J, this would be also 2. When K, A equal to K, this would be also 2. And the order of Q8 equal to 8. This is the class equation of Q8. Are you getting how we have to find? Well, now I will say one question which had come in GATE 221. The question is, give a group of order 5 to the power 4 with center having 5 square element, then number of conjugacy class in G. We all of us know order of G equal to order of Zg plus summation A not equal to Zg, order of G divided by order of Na. Here order of Zg equal to 5 square, that means 25, and order of group 5 to the power 4, that means 6 to 5. Okay, we all of us know Na. Na means set of those elements in the group G which commute with A. So this is Zg always contain Na and Na contain order of the group G. Okay, since given Zg equal to 5 square and order of the group 5 cube, so order of Na should be, here 5 to the power 4 should be 5 cube. Okay, that means what would be conjugacy class of A? This is equal to order of G divided by order of Na. This is equal to 625 divided by 5 cube, and this is equal to 5. Now let's see the class equation of this group. This is, since this is 25, so this would be, just see, 625 equal to order of Zg equal to, since 25, the class equation would be 1 plus 1 plus 1 25 times. Are you getting? Then other would be 5s. 5 plus 5, how many times? Up to 600 times. And this is the class equation of this given group. Are you getting? Well, now I will say one example which had come in CSIR NET exam in 2017 in June. And this question is depends on earlier this theorem. Let's see the question. Let G be a group of order 125. The option 1, G has a non-trivial abelian subgroup. Option 2, the center of G is a proper subgroup. And option 3, the center of G is of order 5. And option 4, there exists a subgroup of order 25. This is depends on Sylow's first theorem. Just recall the Sylow's first theorem. This theorem states G be a finite group and P be a prime number such that P to the power r divide order of the G. Then G has a subgroup of order P to the power r. And by Sylow's theorem we can also tell if there exists a subgroup of P to the power r, then there exists also subgroup of order 1p p square up to P to the power r. The fourth option, there exists a subgroup of order 25. And this is actually depends on Sylow's first theorem. Note here the order of G equal to 125, which is equal to 5 cube, and since 5 is a prime, this is look like P to the power r types. Since 25 divide 125, so by Sylow's theorem we can tell there exists a subgroup of order 25. And option 1 says G has a non-trivial abelian subgroup. This is also use of Sylow's theorem, because we all of us know by Sylow's theorem, if there exists a subgroup of order 25, then there exists also subgroup of order 1 and 5. If I consider the subgroup of order 5, since 5 is a prime number, we all of us know any group of order prime number is cyclic. And since every cyclic group always be abelian, so if I consider any subgroup of order 5, then this must be abelian. Either if we consider the subgroup of order 25, this is the group of order like p square. We all of us know, I have proved few minutes ago, any group of order p square always will be abelian. So option 1 is a right option. G has a non-trivial abelian subgroup. And option 2 says the center of G is a proper subgroup. Notice this is a group of order p cube type. We all of us know a group of order p cube, then center of G either whole group p cube when abelian, and either Zg equal to p when non-abelian. Okay? That means if you consider the group of Z125, this is always cyclic group, that means this is abelian, then Zg will be whole group order of Zg 125. So option 2 is a wrong option. If I consider Z125, then center of G cannot be proper subgroup. This is actually the whole group. So option 2 is a wrong option. And option 3 says the center of G is of order 5. This is obviously wrong, because if we consider Z125, then center would be of order 125. So this option always cannot possible. So option 3 also wrong option. Only option 1 and option 4 is a right option. Okay? Wait. Are you getting this example? This example used on this theorem which I have discussed in few minutes ago. Now I will see one question of CSR Net again, which had come 2019 December. The question is, let S5 be the symmetric group on 5 symbol. Then which of the following statement is false? Option 1, S5 contains a subgroup of order 6. Option 2, S5 contains a non-abelian subgroup of order 8. Option 3, S5 does not contain a subgroup which is isomorphic to Z mod 2Z cross Z mod 2Z. And option 4, S5 does not contain a subgroup of order 7. And this question depends on some basic result. The result is, if G has an element of order n, if and only G has a cyclic subgroup of order n. We all of us know this result. Also, if G has an element of order n, then G has a subgroup of order n, but converse always not true. If G has a subgroup of order n, that does not imply G has an element of order n. As for example, Z2 cross Z2. Here, there exists a subgroup of order 4, which is this group itself, Z2 cross Z2. But there exists no element of order 4. And third result is, If D does not divide order of the group G, then that implies G has no subgroup of order D. And see the first option. First option says S5 contains a cyclic subgroup of order 6. We all of us know every permutation has a cycle representation in Sn. And if we need to know the possible order of element in S5, then we need to do partition of 5 depending on each partition. Notice this this is the partition of S5, and we have to find the order of element by LCM. Here for this partition 1, for this partition 2, for this partition also 2, for this partition order would be 3, for this partition order would be 6, and for this partition 4, and for this partition 5. Are you getting? That means in S5 there exists element of order 1, 2, 3, 6, 4 and 5. And we all of us know how to find the number of elements in Sn group. This is the rules. We all of us know. By these rules, I will get, or there exist 24 elements of order 1, 2 elements of order 2, also 2 elements of order, also 15 elements of order 2, 3 elements of order 3, 20 elements of order 6, 13 elements of order 4 and 24 elements of order 5. And notice, since there exist 20 elements of order 6, so by this statement, there exists always a subgroup of order 6. And this subgroup is look like the cyclic subgroup generated by the cycle 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5. And notice there are disjoint cycle. So LCM always would be 6. So first option is a right option. But questions given which option is false. That means this option not false. This is true option. Option 4 also wrong option, because option 4 says S5 does not contain a subgroup of order 7. Here notice 7 does not divide the order of the group 120. So by this theorem, if D does not divide order of the group, then G has no subgroup of order D. This is also true option. But the question is which option is false. So this option also true. Option 2 says S5 contains a non-abelian subgroup of order 8. We all of us know up to isomorphism there exists 5 group of order 8. Z2, Z4 cross Z2, Z2 cross Z2 cross Z2, Q4 and D4. These are both abelian and these are non-abelian. If we take two permutation 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 3, then I will get 1, 2, 3, 4 to the power 4 equal to identity, 1, 3 square equal to identity, and 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 square equal to also identity. And this structure is look like the D4 group, because we all of us know DNA is generated by rotation and reflection, where R to the power n equal to F square equal to identity and Rf square equal to identity. And this is actual the structure of D4 group. So in S5 we always get a D4 group. Okay. Option 2 also a right option. S5 contains a non-abelian group of order 8, which is isomorphic to D4 group. Since all options are right option, so option 3 obviously will be wrong option. That means option 2, 3 will be false. And option 3 says S4 does not contain a subgroup which is isomorphic to Z mod 2Z, direct product Z mod 2Z. Here this is the Killen-4 group, because we all of us know in Killen-4 group there exists one element of order 1 and 3 elements of order 2. And in S5 there exists one element of order 1 and here 10 and here 15, means 25 elements of order 2. So we can always construct a subgroup which is look like Killenford group. And notice this is the structure of Killenford group, which is generated by R and S, where R equal to cycle 1, 2 and S equal to cycle 3, 4. Notice here R square equal to S square equal to always identity, and RS equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. This square also will be identity. And this is same structure of Killenford group. So in S5 there exists always a subgroup which is isomorphic to Z2 cross Z2. Okay? But option 3 says S5 does not contain a subgroup which is isomorphic to Killenford group.